Hi guys, welcome back to Log Cabin Gaming. And as you can see, I have two guests with me today. We all know Ross, but some of our newer subscribers and viewers might not know Nick. Nick's not been on here for a while, but you will be familiar with his work. He does all the flavour text at the beginning of the videos that we do now. So thank you very much, Nick. He's very good with a pen.
Pleasure.
Yeah. What are you bringing today, Nick?
Today I've got but 2,000 points of Skaven. I'm 5 points over, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
I know. Taking it out. I've got a Verminlord Deceiver who's not painted because I only built him last night and ran out of glue. I've got
So not painted or built?
He's mostly built. He's built. There's a bit of blue
in a true Skaven way. He's just like living along.
Let's judge him by the bodies he leaves behind. if that happens. I've got Thankful on Bonereaper. He's got 4 warpfire projectors, and his spell is Warp Gale. And then I've got a Grey Seer who's got the Amulet of Destiny, and his spell is Skitterleap. Then I've got a Plague Priest who's using the Universal Prayer Curse. Then 3 units of Clan Rats, just 20 Clan Rats, 2 with spears, 1 with blades, just nothing exciting there. 4 Rat Ogres who are insanely rabid as their mutation, which is pretty cool, so they get 2 extra attacks each and nice. 3 reroll on their charges. And then I've got a Warpfire Thrower who's hidden amongst the Clan Rats somewhere, 6 Warplock Giselles for a bit of sniping, and a Warp Lightning Vortex spell. I've got the Warlord Battalion and the Hunters of the Heartlands.
Very nice. That sounds like quite a long list.
Yeah. Lots to remember. See how I do.
Cool. And Ross has dumped Slanesh for now to kind of to try and forge through with the Bonereapers.
I love them. So I've got 1990 points of Petrifex Elite. My grand strategy is hold the line. I think that might happen quite a lot with OBR and all my Mortek. I've got a Bone Shaper as my general. He's got the mighty Archeosian trait and Godbone armor. He's also got the spell Empower Nadirite weapons. I've got a Soul Mason. He's got the Gothazar Cartouche because I've got a battalion and the spell Drain Vitality. And I've also got Catacross, which I'm super excited to bring because it's taken me ages to paint him. Because you might notice a few subtle conversions to his base. I was the only person in the world that decided there wasn't enough crap on his base.
Get some more in there.
I've used a few pieces of an Eldar Dark Raider on there, but
nice.
See if he can spot them.
Yeah.
I've got 3 lots of 20 Mortek Guard, 2 Morghast Archai that I've not used before and not painted, so I apologise for that, and a Mortek Crawler. And so I've got the Warlord Battalion as well with as many people as I can fit into that. And then for my Triumph, I would choose the Wound one. I didn't write it down.
What, you don't want to choose the Immune to Battle Shock one?
No, I'll leave that one.
I chose the Immune to Battle Shock. I have a feeling I may need it.
So yeah, a few new models. I've not used Catacross before or
Yeah.
the Morghast. I can't even say the name. So we'll see how that goes.
Lovely.
A few at a time.
Yeah, it should be good. It's definitely your first go playing AOS 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even AOS 2. It's just been that long.
It's not been quite that long, but yeah.
And you've had a couple of goes.
I've had a couple of goes. I'm mystified. I've just been setting up as self-employed, so I've not had the headspace to deal with all these changes, apart from the fact that like, you can do this, this, and this, but maybe I can't.
Good. Right, before we go and have a look at the battle plan on the table, I do want to do a shout out to Dean Winklespect, who has joined our Patreon as the latest member, and he will join the Log Cabin Gaming Hall of Fame along with Phil Beaumont, Chris Goldsworthy and Anthony David. So a big thank you to all you guys for supporting us, and everyone else who's been with us, who comments and likes the video and shares it. That's all great. If you see anything you like, please click the like button and tell a friend about us if they don't know. Right, without further ado, let's go and have a look at the battle plan. Catch you in a bit. Today's battle plan is Survival of the Fittest, taken from the General's Handbook 2021. In Gur, only the mightiest may rule, and strength is proven at the edge of a blade. Commanders will unleash their greatest warriors against one another trusting in the primal laws of combat to determine the victors. After armies have been set up, but before determining who has the first turn in the first battle round, each player must pick 3 different friendly units on the battlefield, starting with the attacker. These units are your predator units for the battle. Each player scores victory points at the end of each of their turns as follows. Score 1 victory point if you control at least 1 objective. Score 1 victory point if you control 2 or more objectives. Score 1 victory point if you control more objectives than your opponent. Score 1 victory point for each enemy predator unit that was destroyed by a friendly predator unit during that turn. Score 2 victory points if you completed the battle tactic you picked that turn. Each player scores 3 victory points at the end of the battle if they completed their grand strategy. The battle lasts for 5 rounds. So Ross has finished setting up first, and he has decided to take the first round. So without further ado, let's go into Ossiarch Bonereapers turn 1. Right, Ross, we've done your hero phase, so talk us through it. What was your battle tactic to start off with?
It was the...
Ferocious
don't ask
Advance.
me this stuff. Ferocious Advance. Don't ask me these things already. So, yeah, that was basically... I'm going to use it on these 3 and just advance and just get some points.
Yeah, it's also worth noting the Apex Predators for this battle, for this set, you've picked your 3 units of Mortek guard, haven't you? And Nick, what did you pick for your Predators?
Thankful, the Deceiver and the Rat Ogres.
Cool, so you picked the power ones and you picked your ones that are going to be everywhere.
In theory, they're going to get buffed up and in the thick of it, and that's really sensible, but we'll joke about that later.
Yeah. Then you got 9 relentless discipline points, didn't you?
Yeah, with Catacross just being there, he got 5 of those on his own.
Yeah, he also got a command point, which was a nice burn for you.
Yeah, it's really good. And Soul Guide went off a couple of times. The Soul Mason's got this arcane bolt on him for no reason. And these guys have got empowered netherite weapons because we're starting so close.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, I knocked a wound off Greyseer and Thankwell with the Bone-Tide Nexus.
That's right. He did a shot and some. Did you say you've got a arcane bolt in his hand somewhere?
Yeah.
This one. Yeah. Sorry, I put Mystic Shield counter down, but it's for an arcane bolt for no reason, just because I had 2 casts. Yeah.
Lovely. You also did. You've got a bubble, an attack bubble, don't you?
Oh yeah, with Catacross, Supreme Lord of the Bonereaper Legions. So everything within 36 inches is
so everything off the table that way.
+1 to hit. Yeah. Other Bonereapers and other games have got +1 to hit right now.
So is that 36 in, like, is that a 72-inch bubble or is it 18-inch?
It's all round, so 72-inch, and then once he takes damage, that goes down to 18 inches, but that's still massive. I mean, that would lop these guys out, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah.
Sweet.
Fun to bring.
All right, let's crack on into movement.
Okay, lovely.
Sweet. Right, and that's movement done. Ross, talk us through what's happened.
These 3 groups ran. I used the Unstoppable Advance on these guys.
3 ran.
And then these guys all ran as well, so Bone Shaper as well. I tried to use Unstoppable Advance on these, but we just realised you can only do it once.
5 ran.
So they were right on the objectives, which was the point of everything for turn 1. What I was going to do this whole battle, they were really on the middle and waiting to see what happened and fight the tide. But they're not on there now, so they are. They are. They're not all on there in the middle, is what I mean. So that was a bit of a blow. Only being able to use that once.
That's it. And nothing much happened here, did it?
I'm leaving these guys here because I've never played Skaven before. Don't like the look of this. If stuff's going to pop up on my back line, it might be that kind of weird wasted unit where either they stop this Skaven enema, or I just waste the troops. But whatever, they're there at the moment. They're quite fast moving for OBR. They're 9-inch move. Okay, cool. So they might be able to redeploy and act later on. But yeah, that's all I've done really.
Sweet. All right, shooting phase.
Yeah, hit him with the Mortek crawler, and I'm going to fire at your Rat Ogres over there. So it's 36-inch range.
So that's easy enough. Okay.
Whoops. They're at 32 actually, so it's quite a long way. So they're going to fire their necrotic skulls, not screaming skulls. So I get 3 attacks. They're basically 2s to hit, 3s to wound, no rend, but they do 5 damage if they go through. So 2s to hit, naturally there's a 1. 3s to wound. So it's two normal saves to make.
They've got a 5-up save.
Oh.
So I think I'm probably going to take 10 damage.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, it either goes really well or not.
Yeah.
He did. He
10 damage.
10 damage.
So that's 1, 2, and another one takes 2 more. That sucks.
That's all the shooting I've got. I'm not going to charge everyone's run anyway. Pathetic amount. So I get 1s for most people that ran, I think.
5 ran. How many ran?
But whatever, that's fine. That's my turn.
Right, so you scored your battle tactic, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So
That's
they're within 3 inches of each other, these 3 units.
Okay, so that's 2, and then you got this objective 1.
So 1 for 1 objective, 1 for 2, 1 for having more, and
Yeah.
2 for doing your battle tactic.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So you get 5.
5.
I'll take that.
Nice one. As
I'll
we
take
go
that.
to Skaven turn 1.
See what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I don't want to.
5,
Yeah,
so
so-
4, so it's only 1 wound.
So we're rewinding the clock a bit because this is Nick's first game of AOS 3 and probably AOS for quite some time. We just pointed out he could have used, and he probably would have used it.
Yeah.
If he'd known. All-out defence on here during the shooting, and because he rolled a 4 and a 2, 1 would have saved, and Ross is happy with that, so we've re-rounded
Yeah,
it
just
back.
catch everything. That's
Thank you very
fine.
much.
So
Appreciate that.
so it's 5 damage instead of 10. So it does kill 1 and just puts a chip on another rather than killing 2.
Yeah. Like I say, it
Yeah.
does all or nothing, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right, Nick, your hero phase. Tell us what happened.
So I took a debuff on the clan rats from Catacross, and then I gained a command point, and it got stolen by the Bonereapers. I was out of range to do a prayer, and then I either failed most of my spells or Ross unbound them. The Deceiver was redeemed me a little bit though. He managed to cast Flaming Weapon
Okay.
on his Stiletto Dagger, and then
So-
Dreaded Skitterleap as well.
So he's teleported, has
So
he?
he's teleported himself, and he can be 6 inches away.
That's crazy.
So that's where he is.
Mm.
He's 6 inches away. And that was it for my hero phase. Everything else failed.
Yeah. So you did actually roll a. What did you get? You got an 8 for lightning vortex.
I
With
got
a,
an 8,
with a
and
buff,
then-
and
and then
Ross
got
got a 9.
Got like a 9, and then
You did
I
Warp Gale.
dreaded Warp Gale, and he got like an 11. I tried to cast Mystic Shield. I actually got it on the Clan Rats, but everything else was out of range, and I wanted it on the other ones, but I didn't know it'd gone down to 12 rather than 18. And that's pretty much it for my hero phase.
However, the good news is you've successfully picked a battle tactic of Conquer.
I did, yes. I successfully picked the battle tactic of taking that
So that's
objective.
what Nick has to
Um,
try and get hold
So I
of.
need to try and shift those guys, and I was hoping the curse was going to help, but, you know, shits and giggles. Let's see how things go.
All right, let's
So-
go into movement.
Moving into movement. Ready?
All right, that's the movement. What's happened, Nick?
So we've moved Thanquil up, we've run some clan rats onto the objective, we've run the ogres, no, we've just moved the ogres up. Those guys ran, the Grey Seer ran, they ran, and he ran.
These guys didn't run.
No, sorry, they didn't run
For-
because
For reasons we'll see
for
soon.
reasons we'll see in a minute. They did initially, but we had to check a rule, which I did ask first whether it was appropriate to do or not. So that is the movement, and we've basically just shuffled closer to each other.
Okay.
I think.
Right, shooting.
Scooting.
Shooting phase.
So,
Yeah, a lot of poor run rolls on both sides have probably extended this another turn.
so let's start with. So they can shoot 16, which is pretty cool. Let's start with Thankful. You're not going to like this. So for Thankful's warpfire projectors, of which he has 4, he rolls 4 dice for each model, and on a that I'm targeting within range, and on a 4-up, it's a mortal wound.
Yep.
So if you've got 20, I'm rolling 80 dice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've
My
got,
6-up deathless saves will
Yeah.
help me.
so the first
So-
20, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. Oh no, 11. That's so the first set is 11.
I'll keep track here.
Okay.
Yep, sounds sensible.
Second. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's 12.
Right.
So we're up to 23, and we're only halfway.
That's insane.
So that's 2, 4,
You know
6,
to attack him
8,
in hand-to-hand combat with one model now.
9,
Let him
10.
roll
He
4
still
dice.
has 6 punching attacks from other. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's another 10. So we're up to 33 mortal wounds, and I've got another 20 to roll. So 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 33. So 44 mortal wounds on that
Okay.
unit of 20 dudes.
Well, on a 6, I get to shrug them off. So,
Why didn't you use Nick's blue dice?
20 dice. You're looking for 6s.
6s to save them. That's 1.
That's
1.
19 dead.
Yeah.
So just roll it.
Roll one dice. Do it one at a time now.
No. This guy can save all these times. Yeah,
They're
Jesus.
very, very deadly.
You can't do anything against that.
No.
That's fine.
No, that's insane.
It's,
I don't
it's
feel-
horrific.
They were poorly placed or anything. They're just.
What's the range on his weapon?
8. So it's not far, but we're next to each other.
Oh yeah.
So shooting at cat across.
Right, so
Like
the
the
Giselles into
Stormcross.
Catacross.
Looking for 6s. We get none, but I can re-roll everything because they did not move.
He's fishing.
It's fishing for 6s.
I get 1, those, and 1 hit. So on a 3, so 5, so it's -2, 2 damage.
Okay, so it's 3-up save. I lose one of those bits of rend from being
So
petrifex.
it's a 4-up save.
It's 4-up save.
Did you want to use? I was going to say all. Oh no, you can't use
I
it.
can't
right?
use
So
it.
he misses, so it's 2 damage, so you take 2 mortal wounds and 2, so you take 4.
Okay, so I've got a 6-up
4
deathless
deathless
save,
saves.
Okay.
which isn't that great. 2
2,
actually.
Two.
That's pretty damn
So
good.
it takes 2 wounds.
So it takes 2 wounds.
Have you actually here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Still got
Then
18.
this guy is going to pop out. So he will pop out here. And he's got also a
challenge.
mortal wound shooting thing.
Yep.
So he's going to go with more warpfire. So instead of 1 dice for each model within 8, it's 2. But after I've done my shooting, I roll a dice. On a 1 or 2, he explodes.
Right.
So it's 2 for each one in 8. So I'm rolling 40 dice.
And what's the mortal? Use the orange dice, please.
Okay. Yeah.
And what's the mortal wound? Is it on a 4 again, or is it a 5?
It's on a 4-up again.
Right.
So 40 on a 4-up. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little bit less than average. So 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 mortal wounds, and then I roll a dice on a 1 or 2, he explodes. He
It's a
does!
2,
He's
doesn't it?
dead! He's done his work and poof!
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Exploded.
So on 6s, I can get a deathless save.
Yeah.
1,
2, 3,
Two,
4. That's
three,
pretty good. Better than
four.
average. So you
At
lose.
this stage, I don't think we're saying that's pretty good.
You lose 13. don't you?
You lose 13, which is the Skaven number. That's pretty good.
Bloody hell.
And that is the scooting.
The shooting phase.
Okay.
So that was shooting. Look at Nick's posture's just changed after the hero phase.
So
Casting no spells.
yeah, so the magic was crap. However, the shooting's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then on to
Charges.
Charges.
Right, so you're doing a charge here.
I will do a charge.
On
How many
me.
guys you got? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a shame you ignore battle shock. So I need a
5, I think we measured.
5. I get a
That's a
6.
6.
So they're just in.
Right, so in combat, Nick's, what is he, a deceiver?
Deceiver jumped in, killed one of the Archai, and took 6 wounds in return, which
Yeah.
is not great.
Not great.
Um,
And then over here,
it kind of fizzled. We both lost. Well, you lost 1 model Ross, and I lost a few clan
that's
rats.
what,
but-
5?
Yeah, which is not much of anything. So nothing exciting happened there.
And that was it. That was both bits of combat. And then I think you used a command point to,
Yes, I did use my last command point, so that's going to fizzle.
so they didn't have to take a bravery test.
Yep.
And then now what we're doing is we're counting objectives. So Nick has got this one.
I've got
number
that
I've
one,
got all
and the
three.
middle one,
Oh,
and the
okay.
far one.
So you
So
got
I've
one
got-
for that,
One for that.
one for having 2 or more,
Yep.
one for having 3 more than your opponent.
Yep.
You didn't get your battle tactic, but you did get Apex Predator here because one of
Yeah.
your Predator units killed one of Ross's Predator units.
Yes.
Much to Ross's sad dismay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 for me.
4 for Nick.
4v5, and then
That's it. It's the priority roll for turn 2 now.
yeah.
So,
This is definitely going to be another case of the priority roll ending the game.
there we go. Okay. So Ross, it's a
4.
4 strong.
A 3.
It's a 3.
Oof.
Decisions.
I'll take
from-
it while I can move. Well, I've got
Yeah.
something, I reckon.
All right. Ossiarch Bonereapers turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hero phase, Ross.
Not a lot happened. The Bone Shaper returned 3 models here. They
That's
were
good.
just in range for Catacross to do the same.
So you got 6 models back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Empower Netherite weapons didn't go off here, it was dispelled.
Okay.
These guys haven't lost any, so they couldn't have any back.
Yeah.
They got eradicated, so they couldn't get any back.
Yep.
Soul Guides didn't go off. My second chance at casting it, I rolled a 1, so it didn't go off. And also Drain Vitality from the Soul Mason didn't go off.
Right.
I did use the Supreme Lord of the Bone Reaper Legions for Catacross.
Yeah.
And I used with the Nexus, I used Punishment of Agony on these guys. So they're -1 to hit.
So that
The Thankwall is also
minus-
-1 to hit from the... What was that even from? Oh,
Something
from
that captures-
Catacross. Yeah. So I had a
Lovely.
roll and tried to see if I could nick a command point, but I couldn't. But because he's up to full strength, I can choose a unit anywhere on the table to be -1 to hit, and I chose Thankwall. So
Lovely. And you also chose your perfect Sunday.
I did, yes. My perfect Sunday with Catacross. So we'll see
Explain
what
to
happens.
the viewers why you call it my perfect Sunday.
Because I'm an idiot. I've ruined AOS3 for myself and for everyone. It's Hot Fuzz, isn't it?
I think it's a good
It's the
call.
policeman.
I like my perfect Sunday. It
It's
sounds
Hot
good
Fuzz.
to me.
But
so.
I haven't seen it for ages. My wife has a baby every time we watch Hot Fuzz, so we don't watch it anymore.
What Ross has actually done, it's his finest hour. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Catacross his
Yep.
finest hour. All right, lovely. So, also one thing we did, and this is why we never let Nick read anything. Conquer is not eradicating the battle line. It is
Claiming the objective,
claiming the objective.
which
So
I
Nick,
did.
So Nick did actually complete his
Battle tactic.
battle tactic, so he's on 6 points.
Yeah.
All right. Movement. Yes.
Yep. Thank you. There's a lot less to move.
Right, movement over, Ross. What have we done?
Not too much. The bone shapers just come over here to be within 3 inches.
Yep.
These guys have moved up to be within as close as they can.
Charge
Some are
range,
3,
yeah.
some aren't. Catacross went this way.
Mhm.
I was tempted to maybe go all out there, but it's just so many people. It's just dumb. And I can debuff Thankwell anytime with my Gnosis Scroll Bearer. And then the only other thing was the Soul Mason ran from about here over to here because he's got an artifact called the Gothizar Cartouche, which is +1 to wound for friendly units wholly within 9 inches, which hopefully will come together quite nicely there.
Nice.
If his Soul Guide had as well, they'd be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and then
That was it.
extra wounds. But it wasn't to be.
Cool.
I'm not going to move this.
That's not moving. Did we pick your battle tactic?
Yeah, I'm going for the Conquer for this objective.
That's why we reminded. Right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be
So-
fine on that, I think.
Conquer is this objective here.
Unless you spectacularly misroll.
All right.
So, next things I'm going to do are
Shooting.
shooting. Right. I'm chancing it basically. I'm looking, everything else is blocked off. I'd love to shoot this guy, but apparently he's invisible.
Yeah,
He's
Nick's
He's
got
a
a
massive, giant
Come on, Nick.
invisible.
What cheat are we doing?
It's his command trait. He's a Shadow Master. So if you're outside of 6 inches from him and he's within one of a piece of terrain, you can't see him, basically.
So he's well placed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Realistically, I can't see anything over here, I reckon. So it's this blob that I'm going to fire into. I could do a bravery bomb on the rats, but what I'm going to try and do is chance it against Grey Seer and see where it takes me.
Okay.
So I'm 2+ to hit with the necrotic skulls. So 3 hits. 3 pluses to wound. Typical.
So 1.
So it's no rend. 5 damage if one goes through.
And
But
you are using the command point, aren't you?
I am for all out defense,
All-out
so it's a
defense.
3-up save, which
And
I
it's
don't
a
get.
1.
So now he's got his protection of the horn rat. So it's a 5-up, ignore. So he just ignores 1 and takes 4.
Not bad.
not
The
bad.
horn rat's not
An
particularly
extra
great.
1 getting through would have been nice. The only point of that was to try and degrade him slightly before the clash that's obviously going to happen in the middle point. So
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Lovely. Right. Charges.
Yeah, charge phase. I will.
You don't have any more shooting, do you?
No, it's just that. So I'm going to use shield wall on these guys at the start of the combat phase.
Yeah, but we're in charges.
Okay.
We're in charge. We just said it.
Bone Shaper. I'm just trying to remember anything nowadays. Bone Shaper's got a 3-inch charge, which I make on a 6.
Yep.
So he's going to get stuck in. These guys hopefully going to make it 9.
Yeah.
That's great, so they can all get in.
So that's where we ended up after charges. The Mortek guard slammed into the clan rats and Catacross joined them. However, Nick did use Unleash Hell on these guys and managed to score a critical 2 wounds on Catacross, which actually has bracketed him and lost 2 of his companions.
I should have taken the guy with the scroll off first, actually. It's after 1 wound, so apologies.
Okay. That's all right.
I don't think it swung the game.
The scroll didn't do anything, did it?
That was -1 to hit, so actually that's what I put on Grey Seer, which doesn't matter for this game, for this turn, sorry.
No,
I'll remove the counter there.
Sorry.
Alright, so
Combat phase.
shield wall.
Yep, these guys are shield walling.
Because they're terrified of clan rats.
I think...
Well, I suspect they're going to shield wall because Ross is probably going to go here first to give them a chance of survival.
I can't find the token, I remember.
Survival? Who are we scared of here? Who's scared of clan rats?
I think I should go here with the... I'll try and get some hits in on this guy.
Alright.
How many wounds has he got, sorry? I'm not going to take him out, am I?
He has got 11 at the moment, and I am going to use his artifact, which is once per game ability, and it lets him fight first.
Wow.
Okay.
So he's got 2, 4, 6 attacks, and so the buff has gone from My Perfect Sunday. Yeah?
Yep.
because that doesn't last. But he's still got +1 damage because it didn't come back round to my turn again. So the warp stiletto is on 3s and 2s. So 5 go through and 2s. 5 go through, -3 rend, D3 damage +1.
Okay, so it's -2 rend because of Petrifex.
Yeah, -2. So you're looking for 6s.
Yeah.
So 5 of them.
Ow, elbow clit. So none of those go, and
So
then
it's D3 +1 for each of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 damage.
Ouch.
insane. I'm rolling for 6s basically, and I just try and save it. Might as well give it the old college try. No. Did I get any 6s? Just to confirm.
No.
I don't know if you want to prop this guy up any better, or just pop him down. He's going to run
pop him down.
ramp
There's
at
nobody. There's nobody. You know, the distance doesn't really matter at this point.
Right. Okay.
Pop him back up if he has to move anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, combat over, and it was after the massacre here. Ross kind of got his own massacre, and he wiped out
2 units of clan rats.
Yeah, clan rats.
So that's
here.
with +1 to hit from Catacross, +1 to wound from the Soul Mason.
Yeah, and then this unit did exact damage to wipe them out. They did have a go. I think the clan rats before they went did 3 wounds.
Yeah,
and he saved all 3 because of your shield wall.
Yeah, these guys weren't +1 to hit because of Catacross because I've lost models, but I also used my Triumph, so +1 to wound. I think that's why it was so.
And then over here there was a bit of danger for the Grey Seer, so he piled away. Because Catacross could have piled in to get him, but yeah, and then he put in a whole 1 hit. Well, he swung once and rolled a 1, so not much happened there. So I guess there's no battle shock to take, is there?
No, because everyone died. So
everything's pretty efficient.
Well,
actually,
we need to count Ross's points.
So he's got
2. 1. He's got 2 for holding 2 or more objectives. Another 1 for holding more than you, and you scored your battle tactic.
I did, yeah.
3,
so that's
5. Another 5.
So that is 10.
You're up to 10. Plays 6.
Plays 6. That's it.
Right.
As we go into Skaven, turn 2. Right, so a lot happened in your hero phase, didn't it, Nick?
Quite a lot of magic. So
let's start off with your battle tactic.
So my battle tactic is broken ranks.
So
I'm destroying a battle line unit.
Which you've picked this one here in the middle, right?
Yeah, and I started to chip away at that with Wither from the Grey Seer. So those guys are -1 to hit.
Yeah.
Thankful finally got off the Warp Lightning Vortex, and it started chipping off all around, and it's going to do it again in a second when we move into the movement phase because it will go off again.
Yeah.
And he healed himself with his heroic action. He got Dreaded Warp Gale off on Catacross and chipped a little bit more in terms of wounds. I
think Catacross has lost 3 of his flag bearers now,
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
he?
the same 2 again because he came on and went off again.
Oh, what have you got?
The Vermin Lord Deceiver got a Mystic Shield off on himself and then failed Dreaded Skitterleap. Our friend over here, the Plague Priest, got off his prayer disease and chipped off a few wounds from the Mortek guard in front of him.
Yeah.
And that's it for the hero phase. We're into movement.
That's it. It's worth noting that Ross scored 0 on his deathless saves, didn't he?
Yeah,
that wasn't so good.
Yeah,
that wasn't so good. I'm always grateful when I get one though, so whatever's just the way it goes.
So there we go. Right, movement. Right, movement. What have you done, Nick?
So these clan rats consolidated on the objective here. The rat ogres just shuffled up, so they may or may not be within charge range. Yeah. The spell is about to go off again and do some mortal wounds. Yeah. So my Grey Seer retreated about 1 inch, just so he's a tiny little bit on the objective, but won't get hit by it. Yeah. Thankful came up to do some burning. The Plague Priest moved up onto that objective there, and the Deceiver came up to within a decent range. So that's the end of the movement phase, and now we're going to start rolling for
the Warp Lightning Vortex.
the Warp Lightning Vortex. So we will start with these
saving
guys
up those
again.
deathless saves
Yeah.
for this.
So, so on a 3-up, they take D3 mortal wounds, which they do. They take 3 mortal wounds.
Right, 3 deathless. 1.
Make one. These 2 guys.
That's these, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll start taking them from the front. I think I know what's going to happen.
And then this guy in the back. So
Chicken guy.
it's on a 2-up. He takes D3 mortal wounds. He takes 2.
Okay,
2 deathless.
He saves one.
so he's 1, so he's got 2 left.
And then Catacross on a 2-up. He takes D3 mortal wounds. And he takes 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And doesn't shrug any. So 3.
So he's got 12 wounds now.
So he's got 12 wounds left.
Excuse me.
And then that's the end of the movement phase, and then it's shooting.
So far we've had a bit of shooting. The Ogres hit nothing. The Deceiver hit 2 of these, but they saved.
Chipped. Giselles.
They did
some
really well.
Nice
they,
damage.
They caused 8 wounds on Catacross.
Yep.
To bring him down to 4, and now we've got the warp light. What is it? The warpfire.
The warpfire projectors. So we've
Yeah.
got 48 shots.
So
this is
this
the first,
unit of.
this is the first 20, looking for 4-ups. So 3, 6, 9 from the first 20.
Okay.
It's a bit below average. That's better. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
It's 22.
So 22. And then
And
I've got
8.
8 left. 3, 6, 8. So 22, 3, 4, 26.
26.
So 26 deathless minions.
And there's 15 guys left. The reason why Nick rolled 48 is because only 12 of them were in range.
Can't reach.
I'll just say
Not enough.
4.
Okay, I think they're here.
They're all gone.
Of course.
Oh dear.
And then that is the end of the shooting. And then the charges. So I'm going to charge with these guys. They need... What's that? 7? Can you see?
Yeah, they're 7.5 away, so they'll need a 7.
So they need a 7, and they can re-roll it because of their mutation. It's a 6, and I can re-roll it. Ooh,
It's a
7. So he's got 4 wounds left, and they just get in. And then he's got to go 6. No re-rolls for him. Unless I use a command point, which I will, because that's a 4, so down to 1. Actually, I don't think I've got one.
Yeah, you put them up.
So re-rolled. Plenty.
Yep.
So he will go.
Going to jog around the block once or twice.
He'll go here. So he only actually needs to. He fits there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he only actually needs to kill. Well, he counts for 5 models. Now, do I charge in with Thankful, or do I think that those guys will definitely do 4 wounds? Catacross is not going anywhere anyway.
Nah, it shouldn't be too tricky.
On the charge, he will do his
A monstrous
thingy. So I will just use the thing that does mortal wounds. I think it's on a 2.
Yeah, it's a crash, isn't it? D3 mortals.
Yeah. So it's somewhere here. So it's on a 2, which he gets D3 mortal wounds. 2.
Fail both deathless.
Oh yeah. You know what I forgot to do? I wasted a spell giving him Mystic Shield when I should have done Flaming Weapons, giving him +1 damage. Okay, but he's got Mystic Shield anyway, so he's taken 1 wound and he's got Mystic Shield. And the Plague Priest will charge in as well because, hey, why not? 7.
Easy.
Easy. So he's up to there. That's on top of another model. I think that is the end of my charge phase.
Keeping the big man out.
For should I? Should I not? He's going to take some wounds if it does. I'm going to... What's his save?
3+. Ignoring 1 point of rend.
Okay, so charging.
3.
Not with that, we're not. So he's failed his charge. He's a coward.
Yeah.
So into combat.
All right. So after combat, quite...
Catacross is still here because the Rat Ogre's whiffed a little bit, but he's actually got a great save, so they didn't do too badly.
Yeah, he's down to 2 wounds.
Yep. The Deceiver killed just over half of the Mortek over that side, and the Plague Priest did not much of anything, and they didn't do anything back.
But Catacross, because he's so injured, actually did enough damage to wipe out the remaining 3 ogres.
Which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I like the fact he
pretty
comes down from his steps at the end, and he did, huge amounts with his spear and
He is
shield.
kind of staggering.
Well, yeah.
But yeah,
It's
so
bad
that's
to
where we
get
are
to
now,
that
and now
stage.
we're going to...
Well, we got battle. Is there any battle
There's
shock?
no battle
he
shock.
doesn't.
They're immune. I don't have anyone who's taken any damage.
So you got this objective.
I got that objective
That's 1.
and that objective because he counts as 5 plus 1.
That's right. So you
So
got
that's
6.
six.
So
So
you've got 4. You've got 6 as well. Doesn't he count as 2?
who?
Does he?
Ross's hero. He's got more than 4. He's got 5 wounds or more.
He's a
doesn't
7-wound character as my general.
he? So anything with 5 wounds or more counts as 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's 5 wounds naturally on his
So
war
if I
scroll.
chipped off 1 more, so it's contested.
Who had it before?
I
You did.
had it, yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't taken it off him. So
I haven't
Ross is
taken it
still-
off him. So I've got 1 there.
So you've got 1,
I got my battle tactic.
2,
So that-
3,
2, 3. I got it with a monster, so I get
That's
an extra
4.
so 4.
and you did an apex predator.
And I did an Apex Predator.
so you
that's
still got 5.
So I'm up to 11.
11 versus 10 is very tight. There isn't much left on the field. I think it will be.
Well, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
I'm not right. It's too close to call because Ross can bring stuff back, but
He can. Well, it
The
depends.
unit has to be on the table to bring stuff back.
Well, you can bring
Nick's
stuff
been-
back here. You
yeah.
can't here.
Nick's been very efficient at
Yeah.
taking the whole
So-
lot off.
right
Roll-
efficiently. You mean merciless?
Merciless. So roll off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll off for turn 3.
It's about time I won one actually.
It's a 4.
It's
it's
a
a
3. I don't win the roll off.
I'll take it. I don't know what good it's going to do me, but
Okay.
I'll make you work for him.
Right. Ross, talk us through your hero phase.
What did I do?
Battle strategy is broken ranks, isn't it? You've decided to
Yep,
pick
on these guys.
these clan rats
So
here.
the Bone-Tied Nexus chipped away at 1 with a punishment of death.
Poor guy.
Obviously did Catacross's ability.
So he healed himself.
He also healed himself 1 wound with the heroic recovery. Tried to cast Empower Netherite Weapons here, but it failed. Tried to cast... I dispelled the
That's
lightning,
the
which is my most important thing here.
Vortex. And because we're in battle round 3, Nick gets to, or whoever goes second gets to remove an objective. And he removed the middle one, which is why that's no longer there.
I tried to cast Mystic
Thing.
Shield and failed, and then I rolled to see if I could do Soul Guide again. I can't do it, but whatevs. It's
Alright.
fine. So into movement now.
All right, here we go. Is that all your movement? Yeah, so nothing
Yeah.
much happened. Chicken Boy ran.
That was good. He moves 5.
Yeah.
I used
Relentless
RDP
discipline.
to go an extra 3, and I rolled a 5, so he gets him just on here, which is pivotal.
That's right. And Catacross approached Bonereaper, who kind of redeployed like a chicken.
Yes.
And,
He is not in his melee.
Yeah.
And you know he's not finished. Haven't finished painting him yet. So
Yeah. All right. Shoot.
Yep, shooting now. This is guaranteed. This. So it's going to fire a Cauldron of Torment at these guys. So I roll 1 dice for each model in the target unit. If the results equal to or greater than the unmodified bravery characteristic of the target unit, 1 model from that unit is slain.
So it's 19 dice because you've already chipped 1 off.
And their bravery is 4.
Oh, that was dumb, wasn't it? I could have
Yep.
had more. Oh,
But you've already killed 1.
I know, basically halfway there.
So you've got 19 dice and you're looking for 4s. So I should end up with like 5 of them, 6 of them,
Yeah.
something like that.
And all 6s. I know.
Do you have to equal the bravery or beat it?
Equal it. So
Those
2, 4, 6, 7, 8,
10.
9 of
Equal
them.
to or greater.
10. 6, 8,
Yeah, it's 10.
So you got 9 left.
2, 4,
That's kind of cool. I've not used the
5,
bravery
6.
thing before.
7, 8. 10 dead?
Yep.
9, 10.
Hopefully a little bit of battle shot.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, and now
He is
Cats
just,
across is
he
going
is
to...
just in range. You got to kill him, otherwise he will
Easy.
inspiring presence them.
I've got 3 wounds. Catacross is going to close the business now with a 5-inch charge. No. And I would re-roll it and use a command ability, but I'm not allowed anything.
You
So I just
you
have
haven't
to
got
stand.
anything to re-roll.
Nope.
Okay.
All I could do is shield wall these guys, which I'll do at the start of the combat phase
Okay.
with a relentless discipline point, or press forward 3 inches. But now I can't do that across the board, so no, I can't do anything. So I just have
Okay.
to sit there.
So you can fight over there.
So combat, eh?
Yeah. I will fight the Vermin Lord.
So end of combat. What happened? It was just here, wasn't it?
Oh, it's just
Nothing much.
pulling of
happened.
hair, calling of names over there, really, wasn't it? Nothing really.
The
I lost
the
2 or
Deceiver
3.
killed 3 guys.
Yeah, 3, maybe a 4th when the plague guy popped.
He popped 1. And that was it. So, but the action is here. This is where we need to be. Ross has gambled everything on this play here.
Unless I roll a 1.
So we've got Battle Shock, and we have checked. He's
Not in range.
He's nowhere near Holy Within, but it's
2.
a 2.
So they're off.
That's it.
So you claim that objective.
That was lucky.
He claimed this objective.
Yeah, with a little toenail from the roast chicken.
Yeah.
That one stays as is because you put those guys, you put a load of guys back, and I killed them. But the same situation is.
That's what I was hoping to do, just to cross
5.
all 3. But
So you scored 3 for the objectives. 1 because you scored 2, and
Yeah.
1 more because you've got more than Nick. So that's 3.
and killing the battle line was
Yeah.
my
So
yeah,
5.
so he's got 5.
thingamajiggy.
So you're up to
So it's 15.
And we go into Skaven turn.
3.
God, it's only turn 3.
Right, hero phase. Nick, what was your battle strategy?
My battle strategy is monstrous takeover. So I pick a monster,
This guy?
and he's got to contest an objective that he controls at the end of the turn.
Yep.
And pretty much all the other magic failed.
Yeah, that's it. I think 2 got dispelled and 3,
Yeah.
And
3
3
just failed.
miscast, and just nothing
I'm
happened.
surprised you didn't cast warpfire, warp lightning vortex again to chip off a couple of wounds.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to do that.
But you got so many spells.
I got so many, to be honest, it's a bit difficult to keep track. I have 2, 4, 6. He hasn't actually done a prayer, so if nobody minds, I will roll.
Yeah, go for it.
go for
2. I think curse is what he'll do. It's one of the universal ones, so it's on a 4 up. He doesn't get that
So
either.
that goes the way of
So,
this.
just carries the general crappiness. So that's the hero phase. Nothing
Cool.
much has happened, and we will go into
Into movement. Right, movement, not much happened. Grace here legged it, a mighty
Yeah.
5 run to get onto the objective, and just
Thankwell's
been
kind of nudged up. Now we go into the shooting phase.
Yeah.
So we will start with Thankwell, which
Yeah.
will use his blasters. He's got 4, and a 4 up is a mortal wound. So if I get all of these, that's you get 1.
Still chipping away.
Sorry. Just one.
Yeah, just 1.
Sorry, 5. So
No.
it does it.
So he's down to 3.
Nice one.
2, 4. So 6 shots with these guys into there. Looking for 6s. Nothing. And he's got a pretty good save, hasn't he? Let me see. Shall I re-roll all
Yeah,
of them?
3 plus ignoring 1 rend.
They've got 2 rend. Shall I re-roll all of them? How am I going to get... I need 2 6s if I do it, or 3 like this. Nah, I'll just re-roll these 3. Let's play safe. So I get 2 more hits, no mortal wounds this time. So on 3s, so 3 go through at -2, but you remove 1, so
Yeah.
-1.
So 4s.
Oh, so you save them all?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Crikey. Right.
Just holding up the bodies of his teammates.
I'm going to have to charge with Thankwell. Firm Lord Deceiver, so he's got his Doomstar, 1, 3 and 3, no. His Prehensile Tails, so that's 3 of those because he's chipped. So 3s and 3s. Yep, so that's -1, 1 damage.
On the Mortek.
Yep.
Okay, so ignore the rend, so it's 4 pluses.
So you take 2.
2, and then 2.
2 deathless saves. Save 1. So only one goes, I'm afraid. So why are they now disgustingly resilient? Because their buddies just got wiped.
He should have healed that wound at the start of the thing, because he heals one every turn. Catacross is still quite dangerous, isn't he?
He's more, arguably, he's more dangerous now. His buddies don't do
Should have killed him.
that much, really, I don't think, in combat.
So, charge by Thankwell.
4, which is enough, I think.
I would say so.
That's even if that's an inch, he's got to get within half an inch, hasn't he?
I can't see anything, but
Yeah.
4 looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then he's going to do he's a monster, so he will do the crashing and bashing, and that's on a, what is it, a
2 up, I think.
2 up, D3 mortal wounds.
So
Got
3.
it.
It's 3 mortal wounds.
A 6 to stay in the game. He got
It's
2
a 2 6s. Still in there.
Still in there. So 4 guys. So 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 guys at the moment, and I've got 5, 6. I've got 7. So okay. So I'm going to. Now what I should do is fight with the Deceiver first and try and kill those guys. But what I actually have to do, because shit, is I have to fight with Thankwell, and I have to give him all-out attack.
Yep.
So he's got,
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
in terms of his melee, he has got
Can't be
6
shielded.
crushing
No,
blows.
it's Mortek's War Scroll.
I'm using one to give him all-out attack. He's got 6 crushing blows, which are 4s and 3s, only -1 but 2 damage.
Okay.
So normally 4s, used all-out attack, so 3s.
Basically,
3s
needs
and
1
3s.
to get through.
3s and 3s. So 3 saves at -1, so
3 up.
miss 1.
Yeah. So how many was that?
2
That's
damage
2.
each.
2 damage. 6 is to say.
No,
he's gone.
That's it.
He's gone.
just skip. Right, so after Thankwell killed Catacross here, the Deceive, well, I think Was it him? No, the Mortek guard killed the priest.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
And the deceiver wiped.
chops them up.
Yeah, all but one.
All but one. All bar one.
So, but that convincingly gets Nick this objective.
And it gets me my battle tactic.
Yeah.
So I have 1 for an objective, 2 for my battle tactic, and an extra 1 because he's a monster doing it. So that's
4.
So that's 4.
So that makes it 15 apiece.
15 apiece, and we would be going into
Battle round 4.
so 15 apiece. But I'm going to have to go to bed.
I agree. Are you happy to call it there and say we both did all right
Yeah.
with AOS 3?
Yeah.
I think he can move 10, so I would probably go there, finish off those guys,
Yeah.
but depends on the roll off. But we could easily
depends
play.
if that thing goes crazy.
Yeah, that would probably kill them. But yeah, I think that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It's good. Should we call it a draw?
If you're happy to, I reckon that's all right.
Yeah, I think
Well played.
Don't know 100%
Very
how it
good.
went. I think I would probably edge it, but you never know.
Yeah, I reckon.
But it's quite close. It would be on the roll of a couple of dice.
You got the swingy catapult to go.
Excellent.
Well, what a game. What a game. It was quite swingy, but I really felt bad for Ross right at the beginning, getting
I felt bad for me at the beginning.
getting flamethrower, just watching it from the sideline. That was brutal to watch.
And Thankwell. I'm afraid I was that
He
guy.
had-
It's like, oh, I've definitely lost now, but
Yeah.
kept on.
Yeah,
It was worth it.
It got closer towards the end.
Yeah.
And Thankwell is a beast. You don't mess with him. And the deceiver also was really,
the
really
deceiver was
dangerous.
scary, wasn't he?
Even when he rolled badly, he just killed things.
Yeah,
There's no messing around with him. He barely took a scratch the whole game.
yeah. And then just healed it straight back up.
Having played Ross's Bonereapers in AOS 2, definitely in AOS 3, a lot of steam had been taken out of them, from what I could see and feel.
Yeah, maybe I was missing tons. Maybe there's loads of RDP I could have used, but I just don't think you've got anything. I don't think there's anything
you had all
can
these
do.
points to use and you weren't allowed to use them on anything, and I had the flexibility to do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
And
Even redeploy, and then
Yeah.
you came in on your terms.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just like,
but I think 3 turns out of 4 my magic was awful, and that kind of helped things as well. But I still had loads of things to do to make up for it. I had all the different actions on the command things I could
The
use.
Skaven have got very good magic and very good shooting.
Yes, if I rolled even average, some of that magic, a lot of it would have gone sailing through, particularly early doors, and caused havoc. Like, imagine if that warp gale had come out at the lightning vortex had come out first turn, and your whole army's stuck and taking wounds. That would have been awful.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun.
It was a good game. It was very close, very close.
I'm definitely keeping on running these guys.
Yeah, that's the third AOS game we've played, and it's been tight the whole way through.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's AOS 3 or if we just, I don't know what it is.
Bloodthirst.
Yeah.
But I'm going to run my Skaven again. I think there's a lot of nuances I need to learn, and lots of stuff I need to
Because you put them to one side for a bit because you were concentrating on your Moor tribes for a little while, weren't
which
you?
are so much fun to use, but have really been kind of hit badly by the AOS. No fun club.
He says, standing next to Ross.
I think they're still alright. I think they're good. I'll run this lot again because I don't expect a block of 20 to be taken out in one go. So even if one guy's still there, you can start rebuilding them, and that's what I want to start doing.
And now you know, stay 8 inches away from Thankwell at all times.
But but more tribes are still great if you want to use 5 giant monsters. I had lots of gutbusters, lots of ogre stuff, and those particular units that I have got in that army have taken a bit of a nerf back, which is they're still fun. I will still use them, but I just got back into painting my Skaven again recently, so I want to finish the Deceiver and then may come back with a fully painted army to challenge Ali maybe or Andy and see how we go, or maybe a rematch against Catacross.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Good.
Very good. Right, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thanks again to Dean for becoming our latest patron. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a click. I like getting clicks. I like getting likes. And hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.
See you later.
See ya.